Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to part 20, believe it or not, of my Medieval Legacy Challenge. Here we are joining Oliver, second-born child of the first generation, second generation? I'm not sure. Depends if you count Olivia and Zachary. But I had him in here because this is the little music box that his mum got from his dad. It's very cute. It's a little night music box. There's a whole series of them. They're very, very cute. If you're interested in knowing who's the creator of that CC, let me know and I'll look it up, but I'll probably forget otherwise. Now, he was in here listening to this because he actually had to listen to music for 2 hours for his aspiration. So I've had him do that, but a thought has just occurred to him. Contemplate, really? He's standing here thinking about how he's pretty sure that his mum has a book on vampires. She used to always carry it around and he's noticed that she doesn't anymore. Like, she had a pouch and she'd actually wear it, and he's wondering if she's maybe started storing it in here. So there's some books in here, 2 copies of Cooking Volume 1, Gardening in Volume 1, because obviously his sisters have been putting things away in there, and Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1. He's going to take that, and I'm actually going to return these to the bookshelf because there's like blankets, you know, the kind of usual stuff. This is their equivalent of a dresser, so there's other things in there, but yeah. He's lifting that. He's like, I'm just going to learn more. It's fine. He actually, someone wants to buy some of our flowers. He wants to go out on a date with Jewel because he's been given the green light by his parents. He's been given the green light by her dad that he can court her. So he's keen to do that. So what I'm going to do is take him to her house, I think. He's going to walk over there and see, it's raining. Oh, good. And see if he can perhaps ask her out somewhere. So in the meantime, the rest of the family, I've got Olivia just finishing up a yard sale here just to make a bit of extra money because tomorrow is taxes day and we've made a ton of money. We were on like just under 3,000 when we started. But I think that was also because the girls sold some of the plants. I had one of them harvest. I think it was her. So I'm just going to take the flowers we don't sell. We keep those. And the garlic obviously we'll keep because that's useful. And Rose also found a frog in the garden, which is nice. Oh, look, he's so excited. He's jogging. He's got a song in his heart, probably one he just heard on the radio, but he's got a song in his heart and love on his mind. And he's really keen to see if Miss Jewel will let him court her. Because obviously the parents agreeing does not mean that the sim will agree. So he's arrived at her house. She was actually out the front and it stopped raining, which is nice. Ah, hello. Kiss on the cheek. So I don't think she's got any sentiments about him, but that's a thing that we're hoping to work on. So I'll pop that away. Marcy's come out to say hello, just to be awkward. And he's going to perhaps express passion for romance. See, that is asking for trouble. This is her stepmom. So we're going to ask about her day, make some polite small talk. They seem to be impressed, which is nice. Now, having learned from the death of Simon, I am actually not going to knock on the door. Interesting. Oh, it loaded as accessible. Does he have always welcome? Is that what that does? He does not. He is feeling rebellious. Oh, I forgot to mention that was my justification for him stealing that book. He's feeling rebellious. So, where did Jewel go? Oh, she's gone down to the water and her mum's gone to follow. Can we make her go away? Maybe I should put these two in a group. She's fishing. That's nice. All right, I'm going to add these two to a group and I'm actually going to have them maybe go over here together. So they're still in line of sight of Marcy. They're still being... Braylon is hungry. Oh, is Braylon the new baby? Why am I getting notifications for this family? That is really weird. Well, I don't want their baby to be taken away. I'm actually going to have him just run in real quick and feed the baby because otherwise they might lose it. And that's bad. All right, let's just feed the baby. I mean, why we're doing that, I don't know. Oliver's had a lot of practice with babies, though. He is the second oldest of 5 children. So, you know, he's helped his mum and his dad before with his younger sisters. So obviously, Marcy and Jared have had a boy. I'm not sure about the name Braylon. I mean, it does have a kind of medieval vibe to it. I guess they're just going to call him Bray. It makes him sound like a donkey, though. Anyway, it's fine. That's not why we're here. He's just gone in and met the younger half-sibling. He's going, maybe they'll build a sand sculpture together. Let's do that. That's kind of cute. He's like, hey, Marcy, you know, want to play house? So they're going to build a sand sculpture together. Are they building the same one? They are. That's cool. So I would like him. I don't know if this gives them relationship. They do have quite high friendship already. Join building. Hang on. We are already. All right. Yeah, they're good friends and they've made a shark. So he's going to give her a heartfelt compliment. Tell her that he thinks that she's beautiful. You know, hey, you're looking really beautiful today. I love that dress on you. And she's like, thanks. We'll mention creative visions. Oliver is a creative soul. That is his thing. He's very, you know, interested in the arts. He will mention... No, see, that's a bit too forward. I don't think he'll do that. I'd actually rather he just throw a flirt. I would like him maybe to offer a rose, but I'll see how the flirt goes first. Because his mum does actually have roses, I'm pretty sure. We have roses in our garden. So, you know, we legitimately could offer her a rose. They're chatting so much that I don't know. Whoa. What's happening? All right. Whatever it is, she's playing along with it. Put the phone away. You don't have one. Let's flirt. Hopefully this does not make her bored. No, we're not flirting. All right. Fine. Let's compliment her appearance. Have we done that already? I think we might have. We'll ask her if she's seeing anyone. Because even though his parents told... Oh, wait, specifically his dad said, hey, look, you know, David's not interested. He wants to make sure. Oh, she's single. And then she took a step forward into the sandcastle. So maybe I'll just have them just walk a little bit further away so she's not standing in a sandcastle. He's our romantic and he is a little bit more forward than his brother, I think. Like I said, he's got romance in his heart. So and music. He's like, hey, here's this rose. And she snatches it up. And she does seem interested. They still haven't got a romance bar yet. He's going to reveal his crush. He's going to be like, look, I know we've been friends our whole lives and I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. I was hoping that maybe you might feel the same way as me. Perhaps he could embrace her. I mean, they are in line of sight, I think, still. Yeah, her stepmom is just over here, kind of keeping an eye on things. This is probably pushing my friendship. They're having an amorous exchange. Oh, my God. She's talking about art. Maybe they are kindred spirits. Oh, so cute. Let's have them slow dance. And I like to imagine, assuming she says yes. Okay. He's humming to her, you guys, because he spends a lot of time playing music. So they are dancing to him humming some little snippet of classical music that he heard, the music box played, or that he has played himself. Maybe it's a song that he wrote. So cute. Well, sweeties. I'm so glad that we've, you know, at least come to a resolution. And look, how romantic is this? You know, it's a bit cloudy, so there's no stars. Dancing on a beach at twilight. So beautiful. Now, because it is medieval times and it is actually, it's actually past twilight. It's 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So he's actually going to say goodbye because also she's hungry apparently. So he's going to bid his farewells. So I'm going to have him kiss her hands to say farewell. Thank you. Good night, my princess. Now oh my God, Jewel, she is more forward than your average medieval lady. Perhaps asked to be girlfriend? I wasn't going to do it tonight, but I think I will. It's like, oh, so cute. Now, I'm actually going to have him... No, absolutely not. We are not messing around with her. Oliver does have... I think out of Oliver and David, Oliver would be more likely to woohoo outside wedlock. I'm going to have him head home. So I'd just like them to walk because it's not far. I actually like them to do the walk instead of just loading the lot. So he's leaving. He's given her a kiss goodnight and said, I'll be thinking of you. And she's like, oh, it's so very romantic. So she's going to head home and also break the news to, well, not break the news, but tell his parents that Marcy and Jared have had a little boy named Grayson. Which is a very strange... I might rename him to Grayson when he gets... Like, when he's a toddler. I think I'll rename him because... Unless I misread it. I'm sure it said Brayson. Let me just check. Because I don't know. Is that even a name? Oh, Braylon. Braylon Smalley. I don't know. I still am tempted to rename him to Grayson. Let me know what you think, you guys. I'll do it when he ages up to a toddler, though. Braylon Smalley. I did misread it. I was going to say Brayson. It makes him sound like the son of a donkey. So it started raining again. I love that the rain held off while we were dancing with Jewel on the beach, though. So romantic. All right, it's 3 a.m. and everyone is asleep. Oliver went to bed really, really early, so he's not as tired as everyone else. Oh, I should actually show you guys, just before we get into the next part of what we're doing. There's been a couple of improvements to the farm. I kind of launched straight into it. Forgot to tell you, Zachary's paid for some plumbing improvements. So we have a well, because I figured that they needed a well. There is also a little tree there. For some reason, it wasn't showing. That's actually the Get Famous well. So, I mean, it's obviously non-functional, but given there's no drawing of water in the game at the moment, that's what we've got. So it's a decor item. But the other thing, and this is not a decor item, is we are only allowed to have one bathroom, but we can have things like woohoo bushes. And I also have added a tiny little outdoor shower. I figured it's okay because it's literally an outdoor shower. There is a risk if someone goes jogging past that your Sim's going to end up embarrassed. So I figured that is the price we pay. But we desperately needed a shower, and I figured it would also give Oliver a chance to become inspired. That's not what we're doing right now. He's actually gotten up because he wants to read don't you dare go inside. He wants to read the Encyclopedia Vampirica, and he knows he can't do it when there's any risk that his mum will catch him. So he's gotten out here in the middle of the night. He's come out with a candle. So I've put a candle on the table so he's got a little bit of light. And he's going to learn about vampires because although he kind of can't get Jewel off his mind, he also can't get Teresa off his mind. He's just sitting out here listening to the sound of the rain, thinking about Olivia, but also wanting to learn more about vampires. Part of him is wondering if the reason he can't get Teresa off his mind is because it's some kind of power that she has. Maybe she's bewitched him in some way. It's possible he's just, more likely, honestly, that he's just a romantic at heart, and the pale, beautiful lady who has been showering him with attention since he was a child is a pale, beautiful lady who was showering him with attention. Now, the thought of Jewel is kind of growing in his mind and maybe will overshadow Teresa. But yeah, that's what's happening here. Our little boy Oliver is wanting to learn about vampires in secret. Okay, it's now 6:30 in the morning and Oliver has exhausted everything that can be learned from this book. So he's now sneaking back into his parents' room. He's putting the book away And then he's going to make like he just woke up, go in. Actually, I clicked on David, but go in and like, you know, brush his teeth and wash his hands. And I might actually have him quickly run out here before anyone else gets up and take a thoughtful shower. And then he's going to practice violin for a little bit. So today is actually Olivia's birthday. It's also taxes due. So I'm thinking that David and Olivia might swing past the castle, as you do, pay them, I was going to say like 1,000, but we have 4.5 in the bank. So it's going to be more like paying them 2,000 simoleons, because why? Why do they suck? Can I get you to come out here and weed? Especially since you want that for your aspiration. He's not been doing much of his aspiration at all, because I've been having the girls do all the gardening, because I need one of them to be our future heir in the challenge. He's got gardening level 5. Curious to see how everyone else is going. She's 6.5 and she's almost at 7. So at the moment, Rose, fittingly, is our keenest gardener. So I do need to have the 2 girls work on their cooking and their mixology skill as well. But since David is up and he is, in theory, the farmer of the family, despite not being that good at it, I know it's weird. It's weird that the one you choose to be a servant and leave is the one that needs to have the highest gardening skill. It's a little counterintuitive. David should be our gardener, but I've actually been having him work on his handiness at the woodworking table, just so that, you know, he's doing something constructive around the farm. Olivia hasn't even noticed that anyone's been into here. Like, Oliver was pretty slick about it. So the book is back where it came from, and she's none the wiser. Can I get you to go in amongst the trees? It's a bit dark and gloomy, but can I get you to do that? Because you won't get as wet. That's what I'm telling myself. So go in and stand under a tree, and then you can bow for inspiration. And then you can play a concerto. I'm sure he's thinking about Jewel, you guys. Definitely happening. All right, we've come to the lounge, which I think this is Medieval Mansion Lordship or something is the name of this lot, which I've largely not changed much, except for deleting electronics and stuff. So, you know, because I like to do that. But I've actually got Zachary making drinks because the bartender didn't show up. So that's nice. And they're probably terrible. And it was very expensive. Oh, no, they're excellent. Good work. So he's made drinks for a whole bunch of people. We've got Betty's shown up. We've got Delilah, Mortimer Goth, who we have never met. He's a noble, but he's also taken a look around the room and decided to leave. The girls are actually in here playing cards, which, you know, but their fun was really low. I was hoping they'd get social from it as well, but they're not, which is a bit strange. So Olivia's having a bit of a chat to David just while, you know, they have their drinks. She's asking him about Jewel, and he's like, hey, I like Jewel. She's pretty cool, but I don't know. And she's like, yeah, your father told me about the conversation you guys had. So I'm really proud of you, sweetheart, for recognizing your feelings. And actually, I'm not going to choose give the word you talk. Actually, maybe I will. Because the thing is, what she wants to talk to him about is, I understand about how you don't have feelings for Jewel, and that's great that you've acknowledged that, but you are getting a bit older now, David, and, you know, we do want you to have a good match. You know, is there anyone you're interested in right now? And she's going to talk about, you know, everything we've built up together and how she'd like to see the farm continue in his, like, in the family name and down his line. And basically it's the when are you going to give me grandbabies talk. So she's talking to him about that. And he seems to be taking it pretty well. They're having a pleasant conversation, but he's sort of feeling a little bit of pressure, I guess, from his mum. In the meantime, these two are just sitting here looking very sad. So I'm just going to queue up some talking. I don't know why they're not talking. There's something going on with my Sims that they don't seem to do autonomy so much anymore, which is a bit of a worry. So they're going to goof around. become best friends forever. These two are twins. They are definitely likely to become best friends. Talk about favourite animal. Now, Andrea's our little mischief maker. She's gonna... Can she do that? What can she actually do on this lot? I actually think she's gonna come in here and go for a swim. She's gonna back float in this little pool in here. She's like, hey, a pool, sweet. So she's running off to do that. While in the meantime, Olivia's very caught up talking about bears, and Zachary is over here having a nice chat to Maria Stone, and Oliver's earning some pocket money, honestly, because look at him. So I did have Rose, I believe it was, make a cake. She's feeling a bit better now. Was it Rose or was it? No, it was Isabella. So we do actually have a cake for Olivia. So what we're going to do is get everybody to come here together. And Andrea's stripped her boots off and jumped in the pool. Bless. So she's going to come in wet and her mum's going to be not happy with her. But I want them all to come together so that Olivia can blow out the candles. And Andrea is coming. She did hear the yelling of, Andrea, where are you? All right, Olivia, can I get you to come over here and blow out the candles? Thank you, my darling. So she should be turning to be an adult. Yes. I was suddenly like, she's not becoming an elder, is she? Oh my God. Yay! And everyone's like, happy birthday, Mum. Fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, a midlife crisis awake. There is no retirement when you're a peasant on a farm. So we are going to pick up servings together. There's probably not enough cake for everybody. David's just had his very first ever glass of wine, so I'm going to let him run off to the toilet. Oh, and Oliver missed it. He was so busy playing and getting distracted by it that he completely missed it. What are you playing? Fiddle for fun. Oh, you should probably come in here, sweetie. Come in and give your mum a kiss on the cheek. Surely there's like a friendly kiss type interaction. Perhaps he will just describe a new idea to her. And then he can take a piece of cake. Hey, so this man is Colton Miller. So he's come past. He lives on the mainland in Windenburg. I think he lives with his dog. So he's come past to say happy birthday. This is Eliza Hobbs, who I don't believe we know. She's not a teen, is she? No, she's an adult. I'm just saying, David needs to get married. There's a lot of pressure. So, the king's here. Oh my God, the king's here. Everybody stand up, quick. Everybody stand up. We don't sit in the presence of the king. If I say go here, everyone should stand up, right? Oh my God. Of course, he's just walked past. Okay. He just walked through and sneered at everyone. That is very King Harold. Where's he going? Interesting. Coming upstairs. What are you doing, King Harold? Got my eye on you, sir. No one else does. Maybe he's got... Oh, the bartender's gone all the way up here. I wondered where the bartender was. He's come up to order a drink. And Betty Kinkler's gone up there to, probably hightail it straight back out again. We don't want anything to do with that. That is a whole lot of trouble we do not need. I was hoping there'd be a bartender in here that we could, order food from and stuff, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to take the fam home. Oh, it's almost Isabella's birthday. The twins are going to become teens, the twin girls. We are getting close to the end of this generation, you guys, because once these two, honestly, once they're teens, I'm prepared to move them out and have one of them continue with the next generation. One idea that I had was actually that I would move the two of them out together, and then one of them would be technically our heir. When I first started this challenge, I didn't want to have Olivia living on her own because it didn't seem realistic to me that David, do a respectful introduction to her. It didn't seem realistic to me that she would be living on her own, which is why I had her living with her mum or with her dad. Given I wouldn't let Olivia start on her own, it doesn't seem realistic to me that either Isabella or Rose, as the next generation heir, would move out and live on her own. So there's a few different ways I could do it. I could have the two girls move out together. I could have them technically be a boarding house. So have whichever girl it is have a second room, and then we have someone board with her. Again, another woman have her board with her. So that way they have someone else there, but I don't have to control them, and it's not like a member of the household. I could have her get married straight away. I kind of don't want to do that, though. I think I'd like her to be a bit independent on her own. Or alternatively, I have her move out with one of her brothers. Now, it can't be David, because David's not leaving. It could be Oliver, potentially. It could be one of the twin girls and Oliver. But I'm thinking having the twins move out together might be a bit more realistic. They are BFFs now, so that could be a thing. Maybe that's what will happen. And in theory, it could happen from when they're teens, because they're not going to go to school. So I could have them get a little bit of money and basically be living off what they can do until one of them can get a job. And whichever one would be the heir would depend on whichever one has the highest gardening, or if they have the same gardening skill, then we'll pick one. So if you have any preferences one way or the other, let me know. At the moment, this little one is neat, and I actually can't remember Isabella's trait. Oh, cheerful. I mean, that's not a bad trait either. So, yeah, anyway, that's my thinking on that at the moment, is that I might actually have these two move out together. So, I'm going to end this part here. Olivia has had her birthday and is feeling cooped up because she is an outdoorsy type. I'm actually going to have everyone head home, I think. Off you go. All of you head home. It'll be nice to be in a house that doesn't have 7 Sims in it, I have to say. So I think in the next part, we'll see if we can have David kind of meet some eligible ladies, you know. There are some around. There are a few girls around. I mean, Jessamine is technically a teen, but should be a young adult. There are other teenage girls around, but not necessarily ones David has met yet. The other thing, obviously, is Oliver's fascination with vampires continues. It's lucky for us that he has no way to track Teresa down, because I feel like he might if he could. Especially now he's read that book and feels a bit cocky, like maybe he knows everything there is to know about vampires. The fact that it's Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1 tells you something, but he doesn't know that. It's not like it has Volume 1 stamped on the spine. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.